Hello and welcome to the RANsquawk preview of the Italian referendum. So on December the 4th, we shall see voters deciding whether to approve constitutional reforms, which has already been approved by Parliament. Now the bill that is aimed at making a more streamlined Italian political system to allow for economic reforms introduced by the EU or IMF to be passed through the system a lot easier. So in terms of the new system, that would see reduced power for the Senate and more power for the government over the regions. However, though, what has become apparent is that this has transformed into a vote of confidence for Prime Minister Renzi, in which he stated that a no vote would lead to his resignation. So the argument for economic reforms from Prime Minister Renzi, he is of the opinion that a lack of reform would see an already sinking Italy, which is constantly gripped by a banking crisis. So if you take a look at the chart, the Italian banking index currently lower by 50% on a year-to-date basis. As a reminder, earlier this week we did see a report from the FT stating that as many as 8 banks could potentially fail in the event of a no vote, as investors would be deterred from recapitalisation. Although opposition parties, they argue that whether these constitutional reforms would be passed, and that would provide too much power for PM Renzi. For the Italian polls, looking like a pretty bleak picture for the Prime Minister, with all polls suggesting that the no will win the referendum. However, though, the Italian polls do suggest that 26% are undecided, so it could be pretty vital there for the yes camp. Additionally, a large part of that no camp is based in the south of the nation, which typically has a lower turnout. Now, for market reaction, if the no vote does win, we could see significant weakness in the FTSE MIB, also a further widening of the Italian-German 10-year spread amid the potential political heightened uncertainty. Additionally, we would see a weakness across Euro against its major counterparts. However, though, if a yes vote was to win and the polls were to be wrong, then we would see a significant unwind of some of the weakness we have seen in the FTSE MIB over the past couple of months, and also a significant narrowing of the Italian-German 10-year spread. Now, for future implications, if a no vote was to win, some do suggest that this could accelerate the path of an Italian Eurozone exit. Now, in terms of the announcement, so at 7 GMT time on the Sunday, we will see the provisional turnout, which could be vital in order to gauge the indication of how many from the south of the nation have decided to turn up to vote. And at 10, we shall see the exit polls. However, though, at past events, it has been pretty unreliable. That's it from me. Hope you have a fantastic trading session.